My mission is that all our products are just absolutely top quality. For me, that is something that's really, really important, and I won't let anything go out the door unless it meets my high standards. That's really my passion, and that's kind of one of my things when I'm making my products. I'm hoping that people have an emotional connection. If I see a need, a problem that somebody needs to solve at home, then I'm there trying to find a solution.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Entrepreneur TV. Now then, have you got a dream to set up your own business? Do you have a hobby or an interest and think, do you know what? I wish I could have a business out of that. Well, this next lady did that and more. I am so pleased to introduce Liz from Chester and Cooke. Liz, thank you so much for coming in today.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
I mean, we are going to be talking all about your amazing products. I'm a massive fan.
Oh, thank you.
Love them.
That's so kind.
They
Thank
are
you.
such quality products.
Oh.
But for anybody who doesn't know Chester and Cooke, just explain a little bit about what you do.
Okay. I design and we make country living products. So those are products for the home, for your garden, and horses, and for dogs. So I try and expand my range on all of those areas. Yeah.
But initially, you started off just with one product, and it's this one. It's called Boots Off.
Yes, it's my boot jack.
Do you think everybody should actually have one of those in their home?
Definitely, yeah. Anyone who wears wellies, do you know what? It doesn't have to just be for wellies. It can be for people who need help taking their shoes off as well. So
I think my husband requires one of these because, I think we're always telling them, and teenagers, boots off.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We don't want it paddling on our floors, do we, Liz?
No, that's right.
Started with this product.
Yes.
What did you think? Because there are other products out there. What makes this one unique?
Okay, well, it's the fact that I engrave it. So I've got many different engravings in our range. So we've got like a grandparents range, equestrian range. We've got a head gardener, all different engravings. But I have also designed it so it's got a wedge at the other end, so it can help children take their wellies off. And I do ones as signs as well, so saying things like down the garden. And as you can see, it's got a leather strap, so you can hang it up so people know where you are if you've gone for a walk, or things like that.
What I love about your products is the quality.
Oh, thank you.
The quality, the attention to detail.
Yeah.
I mean, this must have been a well thought out plan when you thought, right, I'm going to do one of these boot jacks.
Yeah.
I am going to make it the best I can.
Yeah. Well, when I thought of, when we thought about making products, my mission is that all our products are just absolutely top quality. For me, that is something that's really, really important. And I won't let anything go out the door unless it meets my high standards. So, and, everything that I design and make has, got to meet that high standard.
Now, the lovely thing that I found out is that everything you make is from your little Peterborough workshop.
Yeah, that's
this
right.
is properly made in England.
Oh, 100%. And, I'm very passionate about made in Britain, made in England. And, I don't want it to change from that, really. 100%. It's I don't want it to change from our workshop either, because I like us being this personal service, and that's so important to me. My customers are so important to me, and I think being small, that I can have that personal service with them makes it really special.
Yeah, it's as if you're like keeping that quality control as well. You're not
Yeah.
sort of handing it over to somewhere remote and then like you're not there and not hands on.
Yeah.
And I believe as well, a lot of the actual materials you use are really important too.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I'm really picky on the materials we use, and in my design process, I'm always searching for the very best and just the correct product for the correct material for that product. So, I go through many different prototypes when I'm, designing a product. Yeah. So.
And what about like the environmental impact? Because I know this is something that you're really passionate about.
Oh, very much. Yeah. Really passionate about looking after the environment. And as most of my products are made from wood, I'd say 90% of my products are made from wood. So for every £20 of an order on my website, we donate and plant a tree.
Oh,
so because we work with wood, I just want to plant trees to replace that. But it's down to my packaging. I want everything to be recyclable, and if I've got packaging from suppliers that I can reuse, it's reusing and just really looking after our environment. So my herb planter here,
that's gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you.
It's like I'm just giving a little nod to the husband over there as for a Christmas gift,
Oh.
just this.
Well, that's the kit, and so it's got everything you need in it to grow your herbs. But one of the things I use is cocoa and coir compost, which you actually soak, but it's peat free, so that's really important to me. So we've all got to protect the environment in every way we can. So keeping the carbon stored in the peat bogs is
really important,
massively important. So yeah.
You really do. Every little detail, every little finish. This is a seed box, but it's just, honestly, it is so beautiful. All like with the little leather handles and everything. These are like timeless pieces.
Yeah.
You can imagine that you would gift that to somebody, and then in years to come, it's going to
be passed down.
Yeah,
that's really my passion, and that's kind of one of my things when I'm making my products. I'm hoping that people have an emotional connection with their products, and most of my products can be personalised, and I really love it when people do personalise them, because I feel like that piece, for instance, my welly racks or coat racks, it becomes part of their house, and it belongs to their house, whether it's their family name or a phrase that they write on it that then is really meaningful to them. I love that.
You can imagine actually, like, push it on 100 years, and if they still have the repair shop, we could be seeing your products in the repair shop. They're that good.
That's
but
nice.
I just want to talk a little bit about you now.
Okay.
Did little Liz ever think that she was going to be doing anything like this?
Oh, absolutely not. No, wasn't on my radar at all. No. It came about through family circumstances, but it has combined all my passions really. And I think also I found my love for customer services and interaction with customers. So I absolutely love that. But to combine it with my passions for horses and dogs and gardening, country living, and all my customers are like my family because they all share those passions. So, it's great. I love it.
Now, the name, Chester and Cooke, we can't move away from this point without discussing, where does it come from?
Yeah. Well, obviously, Cooke's my surname.
Yeah.
And Chester, as you'll see from my logo, is my Jack Russell. And so it all started with the boot jack, and the thought came to my mind while I was walking Chester about starting making products. And, I'm always out in the country in my wellies. So the boot jack came about. So that's where Chester and Cooke.
He's quite a character. I've seen a little video on the website, and adorable.
Yeah. He is completely adorable.
I think he knows it though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he definitely does. He's very photogenic. He loves being behind the camera.
Yes. Is he like the other CEO that you never knew?
100%. Yeah. Yeah, he has to get approval of all my products. Yeah.
I can well imagine it. But with regards to earlier, you touched on a point about there being a personal story.
Yeah.
So obviously you was working in another job before this, and then circumstances changed. I mean, if you don't mind, would you touch and tell us the story?
That's fine. So I worked in finance for 16 years, and it felt like I had to have this career to kind of be able to have a horse of my own.
So, they are expensive.
Yes, that's it. To be able to earn enough money to have a horse. But unfortunately, my husband, Simon, became ill. He had polycystic kidney disease. And it meant that his kidneys failed and he had to go on dialysis. So he'd actually, prior to that, had a transplant, I think it was 8 years before that. So we knew how bad and just stressful it was. But he'd never been on dialysis before. And so he runs his own business, Westfield Patterns, where he's woodworking. And this is where the link is. So we were really worried how well he would be physically to be able to carry on running that. So I had to give up my job to support him running the business. So he was on dialysis for 2.5 years, nearly 3 years.
It's a long time, isn't it?
It was, and it was so stressful. Obviously, I'd given up my job, so that was a whole wage gone. So financially, emotionally, physically, it was so stressful. But bless him, he coped with the dialysis. We struggled through it as a family because we had we have 2 boys, and obviously
you've got to keep on going, haven't
you? Definitely. So it was hard, but it was kind of through that, because we knew from the first transplant that even once you get a transplant, it's not plain sailing.
No.
You can have rejections, you have ups and downs, you have many hospital visits, and we knew it was not right to go back into a full-time job because just still need that support.
Isn't it? You're there trying to navigate through it, and it's like you it's the unknown.
Yeah, definitely.
But there he is, over in the studio there, looking very well.
He is. Yeah,
he's a character as well.
Yeah, certainly is. Bless his heart. It's my rock.
And so you decided then, do you know what? We're going to take this challenge.
Yeah, we'd said quite a few times that it would be lovely to make our own products. And it was on my walk that I thought, do you know what? I would love to make products. Country living products, it's my passion. And it was a really exciting time.
I think the thing is, isn't it, it is that leap between having that being employed, safe sort of job, regular steady income, and then all of that gets moved away, but here you are absolutely bossing it, because your products, I mean, it must have been a surprise, especially with this one, with the boots off one, and boot racks and all the other things. You even found yourself on ITV.
I know. Wow, that was amazing. That was so amazing. So I got approached by ITV, Love Your Weekend, Val and Titchmarsh, and they wanted to feature my welly rack, which is one of my best sellers. And gosh, I was over the moon.
Yeah,
So
I bet.
yeah, oh, it was crazy. So yes, they kindly featured that on their show along with my boot jack, and which was brilliant. And then literally again this year, they were so pleased with it. They came back to me and they've featured my umbrella stand and my dog lead rack. So yeah, I know. That's
is
amazing.
That like a little bit of a pinch me moment?
Definitely. Yeah, it was very exciting. So yeah.
The other thing is that, you know, I know that you're very customer service orientated.
Yes.
You love writing little notes and things in with the customers' orders.
Yeah, definitely.
But you also get lovely feedback from your customers. I mean, how good does that feel?
Oh, that's the best thing. And that's what makes me like, oh, I love this. You know, it's quite often in the evenings I'll get reviews through or messages, you know, people just message me like, oh, I'm so in love with whatever I've bought. And, you know, recently I've had a lady contact me about her stable name plaque that we sent her.
Oh, I bet.
And I get all these wonderful photos of horses next to their stable name plaque, so, or bridle hangers. And yeah, it's lovely. And yeah, they're just...
So those are what really make it special when you see those reviews.
Yeah,
and you think, now I know why I put all the hours I do.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, because that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, how do you get your work-life balance right? What's your trick, Liz?
Yeah, well, every morning, having animals, they obviously come first.
Yeah.
So, you know, first thing in the morning, dogs and horses. And, you know, that's really great as well because it gives you time to clear your head.
Yeah.
Get your thoughts for the day, what you have to do, what's on your list and how you're going to tackle it. You know, you might have some challenging things, or it just gives you that time, that breathing space, and to work out what you're going to do for the day. And you know, then I set to working. You know, usually my orders usually come first because then I've got deadlines to get them out for the post. And then, you know, work through my to-do list of, you know, social media, marketing, and
it's
many
a never-ending list when you're an entrepreneur. I think people just think sometimes you just rock up, sell your products, and that's it.
No, oh my goodness.
I mean, and I must imagine that your background in finance has really helped your business. Or has it?
Well, to be honest, it's not a massive overlap. It taught me how to use a spreadsheet. That was probably about it. You know, it didn't help really with, you know, a massive thing was working out the retail prices of your products. And so it didn't really help with that. It was really quite different, to be honest. But
it helps, though, if you know your figures a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yes.
With other matters, it's like I was really shocked and wonderfully surprised at how many awards and things you've won.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, Small Business of the Year.
Yeah, for East Anglia back in 2023. That was amazing. I was so proud of that. Yeah, really, really chuffed. It was like a massive competition. There were many, many entrants. So we were very, very pleased at that. So
I think the other thing as well is, like, obviously there's been those awful COVID years.
Yeah.
And I think many people have had like this like life addressing sort of situation. They think, do you know what? I should spend more time in my garden and that. I suppose where some of these products that I can see, like with the seed boxes and things, this is actually giving people still that chance to, you know, engage in this type of activity that they may not have done pre-COVID.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously with the herb planter, that went crazy during COVID. And to be honest, I sell on other marketplaces other than my website. So I sell on Etsy. Oh my goodness. We sold so many through COVID. Everyone was just wanting to plant herbs, and you know, people weren't getting out, were they? So yeah, it was brilliant. It's it was a positive for us during COVID that we could supply those to people. So
you were giving a bit of joy,
definitely,
when everything else was negative, and it was good for somebody to focus on something different. And also, you see, like what you've done with your herb kits in particular, they've got all the bits in there, so they're not worried about, oh, do I need to go to the shop and go get this, that, and the other? They can start.
Yeah, definitely. That's it. Just add water. That's all. It's brilliant.
If
so
only
it's fun.
Everything was that easy. I tell you.
Yeah, it's fun.
What is next, do you think, for Chester and Cooke? Is there anything that you think, do you know what, I would love to go into this sector next?
I definitely want to expand my ranges. So still designing, more in the equestrian side as well, but everywhere, just if I see a need, a problem that somebody needs to solve at home, then I'm there trying to find a solution. But in terms of our eco friendly side, one thing that I've had a desire for many years is to put solar panels on our workshop. So, and that's almost coming to fruition. So
watch this space.
Yeah, that would be really good. That would make me really happy. So
you've done an amazing thing with many different animals. I say the dogs, the horses, gardeners.
Yeah,
you're pleasing everybody and your homes.
Yeah.
Where you said about where you get inspiration from. Where actually is it? Is it just looking at people on social media and saying, I wish I could have this, or where do you get your ideas from
for the designs? Well, sometimes it's my own need. So, like with my own horses, it's like, oh, it'd be great to have a really classy looking saddle rack, or, at the time it was bridle racks. I haven't designed the saddle rack yet.
Oh, there we go then.
Yeah, that's
it's coming.
In the pipeline. Or things for the dogs. So, for instance, Nelson, our Cocker Spaniel, working Cocker Spaniel, he toys everywhere. And I was like, I need a dog toy box. So that's where that came from. So just things in life happen, or I see a need, or
The other thing that we touched on earlier is that a lot of people seem to have an idea from the kitchen table, and they're not, then they're stuck. If anybody's watching, maybe a young entrepreneur, they've got an idea, what piece of advice do you think you would give them to encourage them to just go for it?
What, for designing?
For designing, manufacturing, anything.
Oh, definitely. If you've got the opportunity to do it, go for it. But I would say, if you don't know where you're going, what you're doing, seek help. I was very fortunate that when I had the idea of the boot jack and started designing, amazingly, honestly, it was a God-given moment that I had a telephone call completely out of nowhere from Innovate UK. It's a government scheme, and it's their department, I suppose, that encourages innovation, development and design.
Wow.
And amazingly, for about 6 months to a year-ish, I had a wonderful gentleman called Simon Attack, and he helped mentor me, and it was a couple of hours a month, just pointing me in the right direction, and which was fabulous, to understand about product protection and where you go, what you do, and the need for it, and which was fabulous. And the thing is, you don't know what you don't know.
No.
So to have someone like that just to say, oh, have you thought about this? It's like, oh yes, and you then go away and you do your research and do your work on it. And so he was invaluable, really. So
it's always good to have that bit of support, because people have got such great ideas, and yet they just don't know how to implement them.
No.
You know,
No,
the
that's
internet's
it.
great at helping us, but it doesn't
Yeah.
tell us everything, does
No,
it?
no, definitely. And you know, it's what to research, isn't it? You know. So my naivety as well. It's like you know, when you get to a stage where it's just me doing it, obviously Simon does a fantastic job and actually makes the products for me once we've designed them.
Yes,
Yes,
well
that's
done,
you,
Simon.
Well
He's
done.
hiding over there out of the limelight. But you know what?
Yeah,
Round of
that's it.
applause for Simon.
Yeah, but obviously I'm doing absolutely everything else, you know,
Yeah.
designing my packaging, you know, getting the suppliers for everything. And it can be really overwhelming. So when you perhaps have weaknesses in particular areas, and mine would be IT if I said, you know, anything, um, you know, in my naivety about outsourcing, you know, it took me a few years to understand that. And I don't do it that much, but when I need to,
Yeah.
reach out for help, you know, because things like that can save you a lot of time, just a little bit investment.
Yeah.
And you know, a massive benefit, you know, to automate things and,
Yes.
you know,
And maybe give you like suggestions of like what you didn't know and make things easier.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Well, Liz, you are an absolute force of nature.
Oh,
I
thank you.
do genuinely love your products.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I don't say that lightly. They really are good.
Thank
But
you.
now you've come on to Emily's favourite section. Grab your water, have a
Oh.
drink, because we're coming on to the quick fire
Oh,
questions.
no.
So, what dream celebrity would you like to see using your products, or have you had a dream celebrity use them?
Well, I have actually. So, Alan Titchmarsh's got my seed box.
Oh,
So, which is amazing because that's, yeah, fabulous, isn't it? But with my welly rack, country living products, maybe Zara Tyndall.
oh yes. Now
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
imagine Zara going for your whole range. Zara,
That's
if you do happen to be watching, you're missing out, my love.
Yeah,
you
that's it.
do need the range.
Yes, that's it.
Especially with being an equestrian.
Yep, that's
Oh,
it. Bridal racks, welly racks.
yes, I can imagine it. Now then, are you a neat and tidy workspace or organised chaos?
Oh,
Simon's watching.
definitely organised chaos. I know where everything is, but I always get complaints from Simon. Can't you tidy up? It's just I know where it is. Don't move anything.
Oh.
He's shaking his head. One day I might tidy up a bit.
Well, do you know what? If it's working, don't bother trying to fix it. What's your favourite way to unwind after a long day?
Oh, with my horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Go out for a ride. Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. Just being out in the countryside.
I
Just
think
chilling out.
people underrate just how much the fresh air and being in nature is.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, I couldn't even do this job if I wasn't trail running or doing something and being
Yeah.
outside in nature.
yeah, definitely.
And also stopping horses, by the way, and rubbing them every time I see them in the countryside.
Oh,
It's
that's
like,
nice.
Now, who did
No.
you see? I didn't see anyone, but I saw a horse.
Yeah. Therapy. They are therapy. Just being outside.
Almost definitely.
Yes, lovely.
That's another thing on my list to my husband to have a horse again. Is sweating now. If you weren't doing this as a business, can you think of anything else that you might be doing instead?
As a child, I always wanted to work with horses. But yeah, well, I did actually start doing that. But it didn't provide the stability I needed. Hence why I went into finance. But do you know what? I wouldn't change this because I absolutely love it. Honestly, I say it so often. I'm so happy. It's lovely.
Now, are you a person who likes some music playing in the background? And if so, who would it be? Or do you like a bit of silence and peace and quiet?
I don't have music on. And maybe that's just because I need that time to think.
Yeah.
But I do like music, but it just at an appropriate time. Yeah. So
Well, Liz, thank you so much for coming in today. I have just loved this podcast. There's some that I just love, and yours is one of them.
thank you.
Now then, everybody, if you haven't seen Chester and Cooke's products, where have you been? You do need to see them, and I cannot impress enough the quality. And this is just a tiny weeny bit of the range. There is everything from dog beds to things for the home, for the garden. It really is amazing. And what I would say is, if you're looking for that quality gift for somebody, you're looking for something a bit different that's not just come off a shelf, not just come from abroad and been shipped in, that's actually made with love and care, I would urge you to check out this brand. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all the details up for you so that you're not having to run off and scribble and get a piece of paper. And don't forget as well, if you would like to be part of our podcast, to get in touch. I am probably an acquired taste, but I don't think it's been too bad.
It's been wonderful. Thank you so much.
And it's been wonderful as well meeting you and
you.
Seeing your products.
Thank you.
I think this is just there. I think you are going to go for the skies and above. So well done, you.
Thank you.